Hello everyone. Before diving into today's topic, we want to take a moment to thank you for your support. Every like, comment, and subscription truly makes a difference and helps this channel grow. If you enjoy our content and don't want to miss future videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all updates. There is a before and after in the history of cosmic observation. A subtle yet unmistakable boundary, drawn not by an astronomical event, but by the activation of an instrument, the James Webb Space Telescope. When, in 2022, the telescope began sending its first images, something cracked in the great mosaic of modern astronomy. What had for decades been a coherent picture, though full of mysteries, began to show cracks, anomalies, and inconsistencies that no one expected. A new universe, primordial yet already structured, revealed itself to our eyes with unprecedented detail. And what was meant to confirm existing theories instead opened radical questions about the very nature of the cosmos. The James Webb is not just a successor to the famous Hubble. It is a true revolution in our ability to see the universe. With its instruments optimized for infrared light, it can penetrate the clouds of dust that obscure the most remote and ancient regions of space. This allows it to observe galaxies formed just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang, a time so distant that, until a few years ago, it was practically shrouded in darkness. It's as if, after millennia spent observing the surface of the sea, we had suddenly obtained a window to peer into the ocean depths. And what we found down there upended every prediction. The most striking surprise was the discovery of extremely massive galaxies, dating back only 500 to 700 million years after the birth of the universe. Gigantic, mature structures with hundreds of billions of stars, which, according to current models, simply should not have existed in such a primordial era. The universe, so young, should have contained only small, irregular, newly born galaxies. And yet, James Webb revealed objects that seemed to have accelerated galactic evolution incredibly, skipping entire steps predicted by simulations. Scientists have given them an evocative and unsettling name, universe breakers, because they challenge the standard cosmological model that has guided our interpretation of the cosmos for decades. Some of these galaxies appear to have stellar masses greater than the Milky Way, despite existing in an era when the available matter should have barely sufficed to form rudimentary clusters. Estimates speak of objects with masses on the order of 100 billion suns, formed in times that defy all known physical logic. The case shook the scientific community. Zhúlóng, one of the lead authors of the study that first analyzed this data, admitted he doubted his own analyses. They thought it might be a calculation error, an overestimate caused by instrumental artifacts, a galactic optical illusion. But further checks confirmed the measurements. Reality was in front of everyone's eyes, and it was faster, denser, and more unpredictable than expected. But how is it possible that such large galaxies appeared so soon? A provisional answer suggests that these structures may have formed much more quickly than previously thought, perhaps in environments with physical conditions favorable to the rapid aggregation of matter. Alternatively, our very model of the universe, based on the so-called cold dark matter and a cosmological constant, might need revision, at least in detail. But not everyone agrees. Some researchers believe the masses have been overestimated, due to an overly optimistic interpretation of the infrared data, where emitted light can be heavily altered by the presence of dust and gas. Meanwhile, another enigma has taken shape. James Webb's data revealed the presence of myriad tiny red objects, so compact and luminous that they challenge traditional classification. These objects, nicknamed little red dots, were initially considered small, dense, and hyperactive galaxies. But spectroscopic analysis showed that their light behaves differently from that of stars. It aligns much more with the emission from supermassive black holes in the process of accretion, surrounded by incandescent disks of gas spinning at dizzying speeds. Some of these objects exhibit internal motions exceeding 1,000 km per second, incompatible with simple star formation processes. According to a hypothesis proposed by the team led by Dale Kochevsky, many of the LRDs may be active galactic nuclei, visible because they are surrounded by dust clouds that emit in the infrared. In that case, they wouldn't be hypermassive galaxies, but rapidly growing black holes that temporarily dominate the cosmic scene. This interpretation would make the observations compatible with current models, but it raises another problem. How did such large black holes form so early? According to theories, it takes hundreds of millions of years to form a supermassive black hole starting from a collapsed star. And yet, these seem to already be fully developed within the first 600 million years of the cosmos. Another oddity concerns their sudden disappearance. After about 800 million years from the Big Bang, many of these LRDs seem to vanish. The most plausible explanation is that the cosmic dust that made them visible dispersed over time, altering the frequency of the emitted light. James Webb, sensitive to infrared, may no longer detect their presence, but that doesn't mean they've disappeared. They may have simply transformed or blended into the background noise of the expanding universe. As if that weren't enough, the telescope has also identified the so-called red monsters, galaxies a billion years old, with high masses and an unprecedented frenzy of star formation. These galaxies can convert gas into stars at a rate of up to 130 solar masses per year, compared to the modest activity of the Milky Way, which produces only 1 or 2. What makes this even more astonishing is the fact that they manage to do it with a completely plausible matter density, implying a physical efficiency never observed before. Far from being anomalies, these galaxies seem almost like elite cosmic laboratories, capable of bending the laws of physics to the limits of optimization. All this places us before an undeniable reality. The primordial universe was much more dynamic, varied, and structured than we had imagined. The dark era that preceded the formation of the first stars dissolved in a flash of chaotic formation, in an explosion of galaxies, black holes, and complex processes. In just a few 100 million years, the cosmos made evolutionary leaps that our equations had not predicted. And it's not out of the question that more surprises lie ahead. Every new image, every spectrum, every pixel analyzed by James Webb could contain a detail that once again revolutionizes our perspective. We are no longer in the era of reassuring astronomy, where each new discovery fits neatly into an already known model. We have entered uncharted territory, where certainties crumble and questions far outnumber the answers. But perhaps this is the true beauty of science. Its power lies not so much in offering comfort, but in stretching the mind toward the unknown. In reminding us that even after centuries of observation, the universe still has the power to profoundly surprise us. And today more than ever, thanks to James Webb, we can finally observe it not as we expected it to be, but as it truly is.